Hey guys, I'm gonna back here for the video, guys. Today we have a custom Philadelphia Eagles stadium in Madden 25, and I added a roof. I added a roof to Eagles Stadium, but we did go ahead and keep it as correct as possible by making sure that they still can have snow games. The middle section is completely open. The roof is actually structured to be exactly the size of the field. So, for example, the middle of this roof, as you can see, is completely open. It's the same exact size dimensions as the field. So the field will still get crazy snow. The field will still have to worry about weather conditions, which obviously is a huge factor when it comes to the Eagles. They love their weather condition games. They love taking advantage of the fact that they get to play in snow. So I wanted to go ahead and keep that open, right? Keep that little section in the middle open, but still protect the fans, right? At the end of the day, as a team, you don't want to have to spend the money for the maintenance costs to get rid of all the snow in the stands. It takes a while. It takes away from preparation of the actual game. And it's kind of just a mess whenever it comes to, the cleanup of all the snow in the stands. So this protects the fans from the snow while still giving the, home field advantage of the middle having the snow. So again, I could have made this a dome. I could have made this like the middle section closed. But I thought that would be, doing a disservice when it comes to the Eagles. Because again, there's only so many teams that have true home field advantage. I feel like Green Bay does because of the snow. And obviously Philly does, again, because of the snow. So not every team can play in the snow. Some teams, like the Miami Dolphins, go ahead and choke in snow. And yeah, this kind of helps out a lot. Also, you can see that little spotlight feature right there. So depending on where the sun is located throughout the day, that sunlight will go different places, which kind of is like a low-key advantage depending. So like, for example, if you know the sun is going to be pointed the right-hand side here, you got to take advantage of that game plan that throughout the game and be like, okay, so we know it's going to be a little bit harder to see certain areas. We saw this earlier this year when it came to the Cowboys, how players were getting blinded by the light during that game. Miami Dolphins, they use this to an advantage as well. Their stadium is structured so that it heats up this the opposing sideline to make it hotter so that the players will play worse. So again, every team has their own little custom thing they like to do. This is kind of the same concept here. How this is structured is that it creates a spotlight type of thing. And again, you got a game plan around that to, for certain areas. Now, I believe I am correct. Okay, so hold up. Yeah, so this left-hand side is going to be the away team. This is the home team bench. So the home team bench, as you can see, is not covered in sunlight, but the away team bench is. So again, that in Philly, you're not really worried too much about the heat as much when it comes to this. If anything, actually, probably better for the... Actually, it should probably be the opposite. So you might want to switch to the opposite benches because you probably actually want them in the sun, especially during the winter times, because then, you keep your guys cool, keep your guys warm while the opposing team is freezing over here in the Arctic. That's the one thing I will say, though, about the stadium that I don't like is, well, yes, it protects the fans from the cold. You are taking away all the sunlight from the stands, which does make it so that it's going to be like colder a little bit just based on that fact. Now, the way this stadium is structured, it does have these little metal panels at the top of it, but you can see that it actually is held on by beams. So beams go all the way around this stadium right here, and then what ends up happening is these ropes go to these metal brackets here, or these metal I say metal shields, but like metal plates, they go all the way around to hold up the roof of this stadium. That does connect to the actual outside of the stadium here to make this kind of seamless look. Even if there's a lot of snow, they should not break. This should just be fine, even if, like, let's say, for example, Philadelphia got like 20 inches of snow. They should still be fine in the end. So, as always, when it comes to this series, guys, I'm just trying to, try out different ideas, different route concepts for different teams. And I think this works out very well. The biggest issue is the bleachers. So if I go all the way up here, you can see the very top part of the bleachers is the biggest issue. Because these fans, yeah, they're kind of getting cut off by the actual bleachers, which is definitely a downside, I'll be honest with you. Not the greatest. Can't really do much about that, so you would kind of have to get rid of the top part of the bleachers. Which definitely does take away some seats and also takes away some fans being able to go to the game. So that is definitely the downside of this roof, is that it's, again, how it's structured looks good, but it also is kind of a little bit on the downside there. Now, I could push the roof a little bit higher up, maybe put it, you know, to a point where it's on top of the sides of the bleachers. I just feel like it looks so good like this. So if you could structure the roof in some capacity so that this is how it looks in the end, I think it could work out very, very well. Still keeping it open though, no dome stadium for the Eagles. Tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. See you guys next one.